One anecdotal example, one idiot, right? Truly an idiot to stop.
This is not an idiot. This is someone with power.
Every day, every week, comparing it to what Elon Musk is spewing out, unfortunately, on X. You sound like Brett Stevens now, with all due respect. It's a joke. That's a real time.
And you sound like him, who looks like Rachel Maddow.
Bill Maher, Mark Cuban, and Joe Scarborough discuss Elon Musk's influence and the left's obsession to take down on Elon Musk.
There's the guy who I think epitomizes the good, the bad, everything in between, and it's sort of a microcosm of America, is Elon Musk. This is from Politico, he pulled off an engineering marvel where he launched the largest, most powerful rocket in the world, and on the first try, caught the 23-story tall booster.
Insane.
That brings it up in midair, with using chopstick-like mechanical arms.
His successes are impressive, but his role in social media often distracts people from them.
Look at that.
That's insane.
That is insane. That amazing? And then
that's insane too. That's just as insane.
Same guy. Yeah. That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
The tweets, FEMA used its budget ferrying illegals into the country instead of saving American lives. Treason. That's the same guy.
That's the side of Elon Musk that grabs attention. His bold tweets often land him on the wrong side of the internet, especially when he talks about topics like politics or government spending.
He also tweeted, Mark Cuban and Rachel Maddow are the same person. Don't believe.
You could be one of the world's greatest entrepreneurs, literally of the last century, and be a f***ing troll at the same time.
Right.
It shows how even the smartest people struggle to stay on track.
People were shocked when Henry Ford, who created the modern age, went to testify on Capitol Hill. Yeah. And what did historians say? Congressmen and senators were shocked how ignorant this guy was. I don't know Elon Musk.
And an anti-Semite.
And an anti-Semite. But this is a guy who's one of the great minds of our time.
Right.
And I hate that he's in the sewer with Twitter.
Joe tried to highlight Elon's successes, despite the controversies surrounding him. He was mostly known for his controversial takes, so he was attempting a classic case of separating someone's brilliance from their actions.
He wanted to, this week, he's suing the 12-member commission, the California Coastal Commission. He launches his rockets from Vandenberg Space Force Base. We used to call it Air Force Base, but I guess now we're into Space Force time. He wanted the proposal to expand the number of launches. Okay, again, one of the most impressive companies, an American company.
Bill brought up his legal battle, showing how even tech giants like him are vulnerable to bureaucratic obstacles.
He wants a little more, give it to him. No. The commission, some bureaucrat, said nope, and this is the reason why. Commissioner Carol Hart saying, we're dealing with a company the head of which has aggressively injected himself into the presidential race and made it clear what his point of view is. Yes, because he lives in America, and he can do that.
Yeah.
He made an important point. In America, everyone had the right to share their opinions, even if they were controversial. That's what free speech was about. But the consequences of those words couldn't be overlooked. He challenged the idea that free speech should have no limits.
The right thinks that the left is in a very different place with free speech than they have been before, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. This is arrogant. You don't punish somebody. It would be like if we stopped Henry Ford from making the cars because we didn't like what
but can you take one anecdotal example? One idiot, right? Truly an idiot to stop.
This is not an idiot. This is someone with power.
He used a solid comparison. Stopping Musk is like trying to stop Henry Ford's innovations. It showed how influential people can shape the story and how society often forgets the responsibility that comes with power.
An idiot with power is not unusual.
Okay, but that's right. Having power matters.
Well, let's talk about why. We've talked about entrepreneurs and what makes America great. You know what makes our economy, what sustains our economy? The rule of law. And that's what I believe is at stake at this election. We want a fair and equitable approach to the rule of law.
He argued that the focus on fairness is what keeps the country strong and its economy going. This idea becomes even more important when legal issues involve powerful people.
The great thing about America is an idiot makes a decision like that based on politics instead of based on what their job is. You can take it to the courts. The courts will overturn it, and I guarantee you they're gonna have that decision overturned.
Joe highlighted how the American system can balance itself. Even if someone with power makes a politically motivated choice, the courts can step in to fix it, making sure it is fair.
And they're gonna have to find another reason, a better reason, a more relevant reason to deny.
And they'll learn
what
a
he's
harder lesson.
requesting.
He'll just move more of his production and more of his launches somewhere else, to Florida or to Texas,
yeah, exactly.
wherever. I mean, they'll learn the hard way.
But it's just the attitude that I find scary.
Mark pointed out that decision makers who oppose powerful figures like Musk might learn the hard way. He believes that if the system isn't adaptable, businesses and innovations will move to better places. But Bill had a different take on it.
That they're far too willing to stifle freedoms, including speech, for the sake of safety or misinformation, sometimes, which is coming from everybody. It's, no one has a monopoly on it.
Joe challenged Bill's view, calling out the double standard.
It's just power.
Monopoly on it. Come on, that's some moral relativism right there.
I said nobody has a monopoly.
You said nobody has a monopoly on it, but that's like saying nobody has a monopoly on being a billionaire. He's got that monopoly up here. I mean, he's got more money than us. A lot more money than us.
He stood by his point, recognizing that misinformation comes from any side of the media.
Some disinformation from the left, but comparing it to what Donald Trump spews out every day, every week, comparing it to what Elon Musk is spewing out, unfortunately, on X, you sound like Brett Stevens now, with all due respect. It's a joke. That's a real-time.
And you sound like him, who looks like Rachel Maddow.
He lightens the mood with Elon's tweet reference. He also made it clear that misinformation exists on both sides of politics.
I just said there is misinformation from both sides. No, I lived through COVID. Don't tell me there wasn't misinformation.
But there's a difference between...
I lived through stupid policies based on bad information and stifled information.
But intent matters.
That's what Zuckerberg said. He said they were forcing us not to put out...
But intent matters, right? Even back then, they were trying to save lives, even if they did it the wrong way. But here with this lady, there's no good intent.
Mark tries to draw a line between past and current mistakes, pointing out that while the information during the pandemic might have been wrong, the intent was to protect public health. He argued that while there are benefits to free speech, power is often used for personal gain. They also talk about Elon Musk's views on free speech and how he uses it to benefit himself.
Free speech, free speech, free speech on Twitter. And Donald says he's going to shut down CBS. He's going to shut down his enemies. Elon, not a f***ing word.
Yeah, well, I mean, anytime...
I mean, maybe you don't expect differently from him, but...
Whenever they talk about free, it just means you're free for the people we like.
Free for me.
What do you think about their take on Elon Musk? Let us know in the comment section below.